You're going to want to watch this. Elon Musk's secrets to achieving financial success. Anyone who hasn't heard of Elon Musk has been living under a rock. Everyone is talking about him, from his work on Tesla to his purchase of Twitter. It is common knowledge that Elon Musk is a passionate, forward-thinking businessman who never stops working to make the world a better, more sustainable, and more interesting place for everyone. A brilliant philanthropist who has amassed an enormous fortune through the application of his talents. He is known for founding and leading many innovative businesses over his eventful life, including SpaceX, Tesla, and the Boring Company, and many of us wonder how he became the person he is now. In this video, we will talk about how Elon Musk achieved his success and what he did to get it. Think about what was going on in his head while he created Tesla. To accumulate such a fortune, he must have some kind of secret up his sleeves. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to learn more about wealth and get updates on our content. Alright, let's start with Number 7. Develop an attitude of learning and growth. Development is not only about changing the economy but also about changing people's lives. Elon thinks things may be simplified without spending a lot of money. This statement is evident when Elon contacted a manufacturer in 2004 to find out how much an electromechanical actuator would cost. Considering the first principle, which is thinking, the practice of dissecting a problem to identify its constituent parts and rebuilding it from scratch, was the basis of the advertised $120 price of the actuator. Elon analyzed the parts and approached the current director of advanced projects at SpaceX, Steve Davis, with the challenge of creating a working prototype for less than $5,000. Davis took up the task, spending over $3,900 in 9 months developing a space-ready actuator that was sent into orbit on the Falcon 1 rocket. The lesson to take away here is that Elon Musk has never been content with what he has achieved in life. He looks for complex items that he believes may be simplified more, given that he has seen that most consumers prefer straightforward products. While he is proud of the success his companies have achieved, Musk is also aware that there's always an opportunity for growth and development. You can always improve and come up with new ideas of making money as long as you're still living. Being affluent in and of itself is rewarding, but there is no greater satisfaction than being wealthy while improving the lives of others. Number 6. Educate yourself more. Real knowledge comes from acknowledging that you know nothing. Since some individuals undoubtedly possess a high level of intelligence, no one has an IQ high enough to know everything. Having a thirst for knowledge, though, can be a great asset. Reading is one option available to you and is one of the things you'll possibly hear that wealthy people do habitually. Possibly the most intriguing aspect of this reading-based path to wealth is the very fact that it is possible. Expanding your horizons and mental acuity both come from reading more books. Musk have dedicated himself to reading 2 books per day. A more concise way of putting it is that he is a voracious reader. All of the physical, mathematical, and engineering disciplines as well as computer science were more accessible to him as a result. Musk is always on the lookout for new ways to improve himself and his company, including interacting with professionals in different fields. As a result, he was able to achieve unparalleled success in his chosen industry. He also utilizes knowledge to solve issues, be more inventive, and collaborate with specialists from other disciplines. When you read works from other disciplines, you might get a deeper understanding of novel approaches, tools, and ideologies that may be useful in your work. Your time is better spent reading books that will broaden your mind and teach you something new. The beauty of books lies in the fact that they offer useful information that may improve people's lives. If you are serious about becoming rich, you should probably make reading books a regular part of your routine. Number 5. Keep your focus. Not every successful person was a straight-A student in school, and some of them came from very humble beginnings. One trait they share is the capacity to maintain focus in a single task until completion. Focus is essential, and people like Elon Musk know that. Though it's not difficult to establish objectives, maintaining your concentration on them could be a little unsettling. We humans are delicate creatures, easily distracted. But if you want to be successful, you need to be able to comprehend what you desire and why you desire it, and then keep that information permanently in mind. The practice will sharpen your concentration and keep you on track. The importance of a diversified portfolio has been emphasized by many successful investors. On the contrary, Elon has amassed a fortune worth billions as a result of his strategic investments and subsequent use of his influence to accelerate expansion. Elon knows his capacity, so he ventured into different investments. It depends on you if you think that you can handle that much information. You shouldn't stress yourself out by attempting to juggle too many tasks at once. Give your whole attention and energy to a single task or business venture at a time. Instead of simply imitating Elon's methods, you should evaluate your strengths and weaknesses to choose the most effective approach. You may not be Elon, but you may gain wisdom by seeing his successes and failures. You need to put in more effort and time, more so than anybody else. This is the most efficient method of getting more work done in a short amount of time and advancing in your career. Whatever it is you hope to achieve, do it using a relevant and compelling objective. Always think of a plan to significantly improve the situation. When there is a will to succeed, there is always a method. Number 4. Explore novel concepts and projects. If you look around, you'll see that most startups aren't doing anything particularly new. Perhaps they believe that by just mimicking the success of existing items and expanding upon them with new features, they would find instant success. When there is nothing new to see or do, people lose interest. There is a wide variety of issues that require solving. People don't have an open enough mind or set of eyes to perceive it as a viable route to success. Elon Musk, however, has used this to his advantage. Unlike many other individuals, Elon doesn't seem to mind sitting in traffic. Instead of fussing about it as the rest of us would, he actively sought an answer. The Boring Company was established as a direct outcome of this trend, with a primary goal of constructing a network of underground tunnels to alleviate traffic congestion. The lesson here is that instead of constantly whining about difficulties, you should take some time to reflect on the situation and come up with novel approaches to finding solutions. Complaints indicate there is an issue that has to be addressed, according to Elon Musk. Listening to customer feedback is an excellent method to come up with useful new concepts. Musk advised his audience to forge their path rather than blindly following the existing trends. Some of the most useful businesses prioritize research and development of brand new products. They aren't content with just chasing after rivals. Differentiating yourself in a crowded market and offering a sustainable business model for which customers are prepared to pay a higher price consequently aided Tesla's success. Rather than trying to blend in, you should instead aim to carve out a distinct place for yourself and become the sole leader in that field. Aim to identify how much originality you need to display to be able to stand out in the market. Achieve a standing in the industry where you may be considered unique. Uniqueness is the key to being timeless. Dare to be different. Do something new and take the lead. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to learn more about wealth and get updates on our content. Alright, let's continue. Number 3. Spend more time and effort on your work. You should know by now that success does not come naturally. Rather, it is the result of hard work and deliberate effort. They plan their future success and put in the necessary work to see it through. The amount of time and energy Elon Musk devotes to his job is unparalleled. He routinely puts 80 to 100 hours a week at the office. He believes that you must put in the effort and time necessary to make improvements if you ever want to achieve your goals. Achieving success at the same level as Elon may be more difficult if you don't follow their lead. Leaving your safe space is a necessary step towards success. When it comes to considerable risk of failure associated with some of his grandiose endeavors, Musk feels that hard effort is the most important factor. He is a firm believer in the concept of dedication and working hard to get success quickly. You should make the most of every second of your day. People that are focused on achieving their goals will constantly emphasize the importance of sticking to a habit and sticking to a plan. Afterward, make objectives that can be divided into smaller, more doable parts. In this way, you can be motivated to finish small tasks. Stay away from time-sucking pursuits as much as possible, because doing so will help you get closer to your objectives and visions and will save your energy for other things. Humans have a finite amount of time. Therefore, it's important to invest wisely in activities that lead to personal development and professional advancement. Make good use of your time since it will ultimately shape your future. Number 2. Have a growth mindset and reflect on your actions. Those who are set in their ways are not likely to see any improvements. Having their wrongdoings pointed out to them is something that no one else enjoys. But if you want to succeed at Musk's level, you'll need to practice self-reflection and inquiry. Everyone you encounter has experience or insight that you lack, so be open to their advice. Don't fool yourself into thinking you're perfect or that your views are immaculate. You're just a person who still lacks knowledge just like everyone else. Listen to the advice of as many reliable sources as you can. Make sure you're always taking note of your character to ensure that you have faith in your ideals and aren't pursuing an impossible goal for the wrong purposes. Don't forget to show some politeness if you get criticism on a specific part of your strategy because this will help you to make adjustments. You shouldn't be too emotional with criticism since this attitude will lead you nowhere. Always ask yourself how you can improve your performance. Never shout out constructive feedback out of fear since important information that you would never find out on your own is often provided. Realizing where you fall short is a crucial step in making the changes in your life that will bring about personal development and progress. Possessing an open mind will allow you to see possibilities you never knew existed before. Number 1. Success is built on a foundation of failure. There are always going to be two possible results of each choice we make, good and bad. Being successful has its ups and downs. You will spend the majority of your time struggling because of poor choices. It's important to remember that making mistakes when trying something new is very natural. If accumulating riches is your top priority, you'll need to accept this. Even if you suspect something will fail, but can't prove it, you should still give it a shot. You may experience some losses, but the insights you get will be worthwhile in the long run. You can learn from your error and avoid repeating it in the future if you do this. To fail is to create. It is an integral part of the development and new ideas. Musk's accomplishments in life from PayPal to Tesla have been enormous. Despite appearances, not everything he touches becomes gold. He too has made mistakes. Remember that there is no magic recipe or a quick way to success before giving up on your dreams. You should make an effort if you deem it necessary, regardless of how likely it is that you will fail. Those who are committed to their pursuits will use no less than their maximum effort to see their goals achieved. However, you should also be ready for the worst just in case. You may bounce back more easily after a defeat. If you're prepared with a backup plan, a setback should motivate you, not demoralize you. Only by giving up can one say that they have failed. A key factor in determining success or failure is the willingness to keep going despite setbacks. To succeed, you have to keep trying. A lack of failure indicates a lack of innovation. Musk claims that anybody can decide to do amazing things, so it is up to you to decide. Possessing the ability to adopt a growth mindset sets apart those who achieve their goals from those who do not. That's it for this video. If you enjoy this content, please press the thumbs up button. You can also leave comments to let us know your suggestions and thoughts. See you next time!